Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown, Tracey Brown, Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown, Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live.
My favorite symbol is the tree of life. Hi guys! Please tell me you can hear me this time. Please tell me you can hear me. Let me know that you guys can hear me, because I didn't touch the cards, because I hate doing a whole reading over. Hi, can you guys, yes, thank you, KB, loud and clear. Thank you, Eva Shay. Oh my God. All right, I really enjoyed the last reading, and so, I don't know. I wish I could have put it on audio somehow, but it's okay. Alrighty now. Okay, so let's start out with the first card, right? The first card is having a passion, right? But look at the flame is behind the back, right? And a desire to be known for this passion, right? But notice that the person is covered up in a cloth. So it's something that's been wanting to do, but not necessarily feeling or having the freedom to do it, right? And this is a passion that's been going on inside of you, Cancer, for a very long time. So, the passion is something that, again, was hidden, right? The Hermit card is in my number 4 position, so it was hidden. 2022 is the year where you make a decision to invest in you and your passion and who are you and where do you stand. Remember, the COVID is still here. It's the reason why the COVID hasn't gone away, because not everyone has stepped into themselves, right? You think you've stepped into yourself, right? You're watching other people step into themselves. Why aren't you, Cancer, right? So the 2 examples that I brought up of stepping into yourself, but might go against some religious grain, right? Morals, religious moral, family morals, right? That you could take some heat for, right? Right? Something you don't want to own up to, something that you don't want to deal with, but you have a passion for it, right? But it's also something that could be worldly influence, right? There's the world there, and this is literally the world card, right? So, like, the easiest things is a podcast, right? A book, right? Um, a YouTube channel, right? But something that goes against the grain, something where somebody said all your life, this is the way we do it, and you don't come along and change it. But you've been thinking for a long time, like, I hear you, but It's not working for me anymore. And again, I'm back to COVID, where COVID is really talking to people and really asking people, do you really know who you are? Really? Because I think it's time to start exploring the different parts of you, right? But can you take heat for it? Abso-freaking-lutely. Look at the swords at the eye's pupil, right? That the people that look upon you will be like, all eyes on you. And sometimes all eyes on you means the evil eye is on you, right? Not the eye like, oh my God, you're Cardi B. No, no, it's like, oh my God, what? No, right? Because the rules are there somehow, right? So but the new year is where you're gonna start to understand that who you are needs to be augmented, needs to be changed, needs to be naturally who you are, like naturally, it's who you are, right? So a good example in my case, right, is being a psychic. But this happened to me years ago, right? And even in the Caribbean, when people ask me what I do for a living, I just kind of go, counselor. Mm-hmm. Oh, you counsel? Mm-hmm. I sure do. Because I already know they're not ready. I'm not trying to hurt no one by announcing that I'm a psychic. I did announce it at my bank because whenever I have to get a particular check from my bank, you have to announce your career. Stupid shit that goes on in the Caribbean. It's just so backwards, right? It's like a teller's check. But I got to tell them my career. Okay, so on purpose, the last time I had to do it in June, I put psychic. And then I had to do it again, and this time I put counselor. But they know I already put psychic because they came out and they were like, what do you do for a living? Counselor. You can't take it from me because it's in the alignment. Okay, whatever. I digress. What if you wanted to be a witch and announce it? Like, seriously, be like, I think I was born a witch. Would that work for you? Right? Because you might have some moral structure, people like not allowing you to be a witch. What if you just wanted to announce you're gay? What if that was a thing? And you have the need to do it, and you're gonna do it. And will the family be supportive? Ironically, yeah, the family's gonna be supportive if you just finally announce, like, this is something I need to be, whatever that is, right? But it also means turning your back on your former lifestyle, right? What if you're a father with children and then now you go, hey, and you're married, right? And you're like, hey, so I never really told you, but you might have guessed over the years, right? But now I just want to tell you I'm gay, right? But could you be happier? Our pastor in our church at Emmanuel Presbyterian Church, I forget his name, he did that. Oh my God, he did that. He convinced so many people in the community, very religious Latinx community, built the church, got the community and the pews filled up, and then said, I have something to tell you guys at church congregation. I've got something to tell you. I'm gay, and that's the bottom line. And yada, yada, yada. And, ooh, child. Oh, the Latinx community was not happy because they felt duped, right? Everybody else was like, all right, you're married. What's the wife supposed to do? Like, we love her, right? It's that weird conflict. And I'm not putting down the Latinx community, but you guys know. Don't even try me. Tracy, you talked about the Latinx community. Right. I sure did. I sure did. I got enough gay Latinx people that call me. And what's the rules? The rules are too much. I sure did. But it's coming down to your misery, right? That the first person is who people see you as. But inside, you've been crumbling, not being allowed to be who you need to be. Now, I can only think of those examples: a witch, a psychic, gay. What are some of the other things that somebody's living a straight and narrow life? Not weird shit. I'm not talking about a serial killer and he's happy home daddy any other time. I'm not talking about that shit. That's weird, right? I'm talking about someone that says, I want to be an anthropologist, and they're not 17. And you're married, and you're like, what? And I got to go to Greece to study. I don't want to do a 9 to 5 anymore. I want to go digging dirt and look for bones. See what I mean? That's you, Cancer. Felicia, stay focused. Okay, I need everyone to stay focused when I'm discussing a topic. Stay focused, please. So now that you guys can hear me, I'm going to move away from the comments. All right? But yeah, I saw somebody's come like wanting to be an artist. Oh, child, you tried being an African parent that says to you, you have to be a doctor, you have to be a nurse, not even a nurse. Doctor and lawyer are their main go-to careers. And you tell that parents of yours, 2 of them usually, that you want to be an artist or a singer, they'll probably slap you, right? So normally you would have to go get your degree and establish yourself and then say to your crazy parents, I never wanted to be a lawyer. You wanted to be a lawyer. I never wanted to be a lawyer. I'm going to become a singer because I have a damn good voice. And I'm going to quit my 9 to 5. Don't do that with an African parent. Don't do voodoo on you. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But look at Wendy from Real Housewives of Potomac. She did exactly what her parents needed her to do. She's a doctorate of this, that, and the third. She's got like 4 or 5 degrees. And in the end, Potomac helped her to realize that she just wants to make candles. That's all she wants to do is make candles. And she's sticking to her guns. And she was like, Mom, Mother, I'm going to make candles. And that mother was not happy. In fact, I think they had to stop bringing her on the show for that reason alone. All right? So, with all that being said, let's see. Let's look at these cards. With all that being said, there's a father figure. And I remember saying, I don't know why I'm seeing this as a father figure, because that's not normal for me. That has something to do with your childhood. That has something that participated in your adult misery, right? And then I saw this woman here, Queen of Swords, something to do with money and something to do with confusion. And I don't think that's about you. I think that's about cancers in general. So if there is a Queen of Swords around and she prefers money and looks to you for money. It's very important to understand that there's some confusion around this woman, probably dating, but there's some confusion around this woman. And I would have to say, when confusion shows up, do nothing. Doing nothing is also an answer. And the reason why you do nothing, because the Seven of Cups is the confusion card, the reason why you do nothing is because something's not yet revealed. So do nothing. I'm also getting a Page of Swords, the Strength card, and Balance. And this comes back to you. Because the Page of Swords is doing something different, but maybe not getting everything that you need to do something different. So it's kind of like, I'm going to study I want to study to be, let's say, an anthropologist. And then you find out that to enter a program could cost you so much money that you just don't have to give. So that means you have to find an alternate way to participate in a program very similar. But it means that you don't get to go to Greece. It means that you don't get to maybe even get a degree in this, right? But you could find some local excavation and volunteer, right? But Spirit is telling me to tell you to ride the lion, ride the energy. This is fierce energy. Lion is always fierce energy, and they're saying ride it. Now, normally it would mean tame the lion, but that's not the way this card is represented. So it's ride the waves of other people's emotions. Don't care. You could do this. Don't let anyone or anything bother you. And you will find yourself in two parts of yourself will show up. And not a shadow side, just two good parts of yourself. It's kind of like me being a psychic. When people first found out about me, because I went public, they're like, oh, you deal in witchcraft, you're this, that, and the third. And I just let them keep talking. Like, I didn't care. And then ultimately, once I kept proving myself correct and getting all of these celebrity readings correct, then people began to like look at me better, even though they still thought that I was investing in some voodoo, witchcraft, whatever. After a while, when you saw the style that I represented, and it was like, normal girl does tarot, then people are like, I like her, she's funny, let me get a reading with her, blah, 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 blah. And so two sides of you get to show up, right? And just to give you a good example, like, I have two sides of me. I love God, I love Jesus, I love archangels, I love saints. No one can ever take that stuff away from me. And yet I love tarot, I love psychic medium, I love crystals, I love anything in the metaphysical world, anything. And it doesn't take away from my religious upbringing. Now, will I ever step inside of a church ever again? No, 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 no. And don't even get married in the church and invite me. I won't come to the church. I'll come to the reception, but I won't come to the church. No! All right. All right. So then I'm getting the Three of Swords, which is heavy. I'm getting the Eight of Swords, and I'm definitely getting some conflict. So whatever you're about to do, child, some people are going to be mortally hurt by your decision. Like, go ahead and excavate something in Greece, and you're like, oh, by the way, I bought the tickets already. I'm leaving in a week, right? People are going to be so hurt by your decision, like hurt. And yet, get on that damn plane. Do whatever it takes, all right? People are going to be hurt if you announce, I got to tell you, I'm gay. And yeah, that's it. That's about what I need to tell you. People are going to be hurt. And yet, do it anyways. Be this anyways. Be about it. All right? So I get family here. I'm not sure where it fell before, but I'll just continue on. There's also several people. I get a King of Swords. I get a King of Wands that is going to support any decisions that you make if your family doesn't. Ooh. Many of you will flourish with these new decisions. Many of you will find new friends. You will find new people to celebrate life with the way you have never been able to celebrate it before. Yeah. You're actually going to be so happy around new people. And you're going to save yourself from falling in the abyss. Because that's where you're at right now, Cancer. Miserable. Completely and utterly all right, gotta go to work tomorrow, but you're just not happy, all right? But you could be happy if you invested in a part of yourself that you've been keeping secret from the world. Does this relate to anybody? Ciao, y'all better let me know in the comments. But a lot of people are gonna support you. You just need to make this decision. People are gonna support you. And I think it's going to become more prevalent in the new year. Maybe in a month, definitely in the year of 2020. All right? I'm going to stop there. Because what is Pluto? Oh man, I meant to charge my phone. What is Pluto going direct trying to tell you, Cancer? You are not everyone's representation of their ideology. You are an individual person that has always thought about this, that, or the third, and you are ready to be more than the way people see you. And that's what Pluto Direct is bringing to the table. And I hope you answer the call. I hope you get it. I hope you understand what's required of you right now. And what's required of you is to be you. Your authentic you is to be yourself, not the self that others have molded you into so that you could be, you have such a good son. They get an amazing son. Really? Really? Does this make sense to anybody? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Also, tarot class is beginning October 20th. Please join me in tarot class, right? Part of what, I'm going to pull this card because it's sticking out. Part of what I do in tarot class is restructure your spiritual essence. Restructure that. Like, begin to look at what is spirituality to you and how is it different from religion, and then focusing just on spirituality. I can only teach it by way of tarot. So get the book, Anthony Lewis, Tarot Plain and Simple, starts October 20th. I'm having 2 classes, one during the day, one during the evening. And come aboard and allow yourself to participate in a system that's not normal, that no one let you be. No one let you want to play with herbs or candles or make candles. Imagine that. Imagine a construction worker that just wants to stay home and make candles. Do it. All right, I gotta go. Yin. Number 2, yin. Makes sense to me. Such a pretty card. Look at that card. Yin. Yin yang. Yin, 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 yang. Yin. I think 1 is yang. 2 is yin. The feminine principle of receptivity, letting someone else make the first move, gathering information and taking in cues, the art of conscious allowing. What you want to do and be began in the mind. It's time to bring it to the table and sit in who you really are. This is a time of calculated receptivity as you gracefully await what is coming to you, ready to accept it when it appears. Yin does not involve frozen dreams or even resting, but rather consciously allowing things to flow to you, poised to receive the bounty that will be made available. It implies sensitivity, as you alertly study the actions of others and contemplate how they will affect you and yours. Remember, you must make space for miracles to appear. Be the shape, not the shaper, right? People shaped you. Be who you want to be. And you will see how quickly your real dreams manifest. All right, sweeties, that is the end of the story. Thank you so much for allowing me to come into your world and give this horoscope. What is Pluto direct trying to tell you? Let me know if I relate. Love you guys. Bye.
Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown, Tracey Brown, Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown.